I think the meetings are going to go well. If the Russians were really as upset as they claim, they could have canceled the meeting. They also have pulled back from their getting rid of what we call the deconflicting, which is where our planes and theirs coordinate over Syria. So I think that Secretary Tillerson's remark was right on. My feeling is basically the Russians are really upset at Assad because the last thing they wanted to do was give the United States an excuse to get involved. And don't forget, they're the ones who work with the United States and claimed a victory in getting rid of all of the chemical weapons.
You know, the one possibility, they didn't cancel the meeting, which is certainly a good sign, but at the same time, Putin could still deny an audience with Tillerson. Do you think that happens, or do you think that would really be sort of going too far?
Well, I think it probably would be, you know, going too far. And I think basically the Russians feel they have to do something to show that they're not happy with what's going on. The good news out of this, it may lead to us being able to come to some sort of agreement with the Russians about the future of Syria, because, you know, they've been bogged down a long time, spending a lot of money that they really don't have. And if you could agree to some sort of federal system or a transition for Assad, and they can keep their air base and naval base, I think that that's really what they want.
It sounds like you think the Russians have got to do something at this point. How do you think the reaction is, though, you know, if it is felt that the U.S. and Secretary Tillerson are painting them into a corner where they are forced to take some sort of action?
Well, I don't think they're forced to, you know, to take some sort of action, because by and large they have kept Assad. He was losing, you know, when they came in. And don't forget, we've had these talks between Lavrov, the foreign minister, and our Secretary of State over the years trying to come up with some sort of solution. The real problem is if Assad should use chemical weapons again, basically, then what? And I don't even know if the Trump people have thought through this. And I'm sure that the Russians are going to make it clear to him that this is the last thing you want. And don't forget, we warned them about the attack, and there were no Russians killed. There were Russians on that air base who could have been killed. So I think basically each side is doing what it has to do to preserve its own freedom of action.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.